Hello, I'm Chris Williams from Read Comics, They're Bad For You, the name of my YouTube channel. Or if you're watching this on BitChute, the name of my BitChute channel is Comic Freak. In this video, we're going to be looking at Terminator Dark Fate on a track to lose $120 million after box office bomb. Imagine that. No one could have foreseen Terminator Dark Fate bombing like this and being so awful, it's hard to believe there was ever a good Terminator movie. Terminator Dark Fate is on pace to lose $120 million, putting the future of the franchise in limbo. This iteration sees young Mexican woman Dani targeted by an advanced model of Terminator sent from the future to kill her, and is defended by Sarah Connor and cybernetically enhanced warrior Grace. Since its release in 1984, the Terminator has been an indelible aspect of the cultural landscape. Lines, moments, and ideas from the film are so pervasive that kids encounter references to them before the actual films themselves. It made a star out of Arnold Schwarzenegger after Conan the Barbarian made people take notice of him, and is ultimately responsible for kickstarting his career. Released in 1991, Terminator 2 is adjusted for inflation, the 10th highest grossing R-rated movie of all time, and is held up as one of the greatest sequels ever made, while the liquid metal effects of the T-1000 utilized what was then the most advanced CGI techniques in existence. According to a report published in THR, Dark Fate's U.S. opening weekend took a mere $29 million. Added to the takes from other territories, including a similarly disappointing debut in the increasingly important Chinese market and countries where it was released last week, the film's current box office tally stands at $123.6 million, which doesn't even match the film's budget, estimated at somewhere between $185 and $196 million to simply break even. It's estimated the film needs to pull in a further $357 million, which after such a lackluster opening seems highly unlikely. And as a result, production company Skydance reportedly has no plans to follow up the film. Right now, Dark Fate is on track to lose $120 million. Whoa. God, that sounds bad. But what do you expect? They didn't make a Terminator movie, they made a Feminator movie. And I have to say this is a fate richly deserved to the creators of this movie. Dark Fate is far from the first attempt to reboot the franchise. Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines, saw a 20-something John Connor hunted by the liquid metal shapeshifting TX and protected by the reprogrammed T-800. Terminator Salvation is the franchise's only film set during humanity's war against Skynet and the machines, seeing an adult John Connor attempt to rescue captured resistance fighters used in the creation of Terminators. Terminator Genesis began with a retcon of the original film, seeing Kyle Reese, largely redundant, and Sarah Connor begin as a hardened warrior. Accompanied by a reprogrammed T-800, and the trio travel forward in time to destroy Skynet. Mixed receptions meant that each successive film attempted to take the series in a new direction, and each was met with a reception not deemed profitable enough. Except for Salvation, all of these movies are the same movie, the only difference being they all had different bells and whistles. Why wouldn't these movies fail? The main problem with Terminator Dark Fate is how derivative it is. The Riv-9 is essentially just a hybrid of the liquid metal of the T-1000 and the nightmare's endoskeleton of the T-800 from the original film. The idea itself riff on Rise of the Machines, TX, although the ending of Terminator 2 is maintained by Skynet remaining destroyed. Its replacement, Legion, is functionally identical and causes the same apocalyptic future. The concept of Mackenzie Davis Grace was something resembling a new idea, although is similar to Salvation's cyborg Marcus, and her depiction ended up as similar to Summer Glue's T-9000 from the prematurely canceled TV series The Sarah Connor Chronicles. Even as the revelation of why Dani has been marked for death is little more than a variation of ideas seen before, one thing everyone can agree on is that the franchise has never reached the height of its iconic initial 2 installments, so perhaps it might be one just to let end and remember when it was considered the pinnacle of action cinema and not a litany of increasingly desperate attempts to appeal to a decreasingly engaged audience. And that's true. But also, it's because you're stuffing agenda politics into this movie. Don't forget that. No one wants to be talked down to. But like the screenshot I used here, the only reason these Terminator movies are being made is because corporate greedy executives want that money. They need it so badly. And the only reason they had Linda Hamilton and Arnold Schwarzenegger in this movie was to get that money. But apparently, the dark fate has failed, and with its execution, maybe we'll get better movies in the future. Now, if you like this video, subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed because YouTube is going around unsubscribing people, so make sure you're still subscribed. If you're watching my videos but you have not subscribed, please subscribe to me. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, read comics they're bad for you, then go over to BitChute and subscribe to my BitChute channel, Comic Freak. Hit that bell for notifications, hit that like button, and leave some comments down below. And could you please share this video? Share it on Twitter and share it on Facebook. Share it anywhere you think it would do the most good, because YouTube is also not going around promoting their YouTube creators anymore, and it would really help me if you could please share this video. Now listen closely because it's plug-in time. Keep checking back in future videos for more information on my own upcoming independent comic book, Scumdogs. I'm Chris Williams, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video or review.